into the compound. ABrupt Slayers, they're playing this one perfect. They're playing it. They might only have one kill, but they're set up to gain some more.
That's a great nade right there from Joker. That's going to start things off, and you know he's going to bring that follow-up. Switches back to a grenade from the smoke. This could be the flush right here if he could be able to get this nade. This would be critical. See if he gets the bounce. It's going to bounce in between them. That broken buggy is going to help mitigate a lot of that damage right now. But ABrupt Slayers, they're in the middle of this circle. All eyes are going to be focusing on them right now.
Yeah, and this is the perfect window for Zeus to push on out, because if you can recall, just a couple moments ago, ABrupt Slayers, they were looking at Zeus, and then they got distracted by Secret Jin. That allowed Zeus to press on into the edge just a little more. Zeus, they do have the high ground, but Leon using this ridge, very smart right here.
Yeah, ABrupt Slayers and Zeus, the only squad's rocking a full 4-man right now, so this is going to be the big battle between these two teams. Zeus are on top of the hill. The zone, though, is going to shift to the center, so they got to go to them. But you're right, one nade under ABrupt Slayers can just cause utter devastation. You still got Na'Vi with their duo on a nice little off angle, looking to shake things up a bit.
And that's a bucket if I've ever seen one. ABrupt Slayers right in the middle of that bucket. Yes, they had the compound, but it's looking mighty fine. And Mad Toy popping up from behind, has been playing passive this whole time. Will be getting one knock, looking for that confirm.
That is huge right there. He's no solo member, and it looks like he's going to get two. He's going to get 2 members from Secret Jin, so that's going to be 2 extra points on the side of Team Secret. Na'Vi full snake mode right now. Matic and MiQ just trying to sneak up on this last remaining member of Team Secret. We'll see how they have to play it out. Now here comes Zeus. Zeus are going to have to press it down, and it looks like they're opting to send it. Zol with that buggy's going to start things off. And Joker, man, ABrupt Slayers have a great position from this hill, but they got to gatekeep the heck out of Zeus. Can't let them push up on them right now.
This is so good for the Snakes, because the two teams in a lobby with the complete squad, they're fighting each other. They're going back and forth. Meanwhile, the Snakes slowly crawling on in. Talking about one of those Snakes, Mad Toy, looking like they had an opportunity, is going to be taking a shot with the blue zone right on top of them.
That was one nade right there. That's going to get a first knock onto ABrupt Slayers. Zeus still have their full squad up. Matic is going to take out 2 teams just like that. The last remaining members taken out. Na'Vi, 9 kills. This duo is just straight murdering right now. This is the big fight, though, between ABrupt Slayers and Zeus. And not to mention, they're not focusing on Na'Vi at all right now.
I see why. Might see the duo from Na'Vi. Might be able to take some shots onto him. Cherry still in the cover, no kills. Leon is going to be spotted from ICY. Here comes the moment. This is ICY's chance to push. Oh!
He's getting third-partied as well from Na'Vi. And Na'Vi now, after that elimination, they're in top 2. Got to be able to get a 2v1 here. MiQ is going to throw that nade. Gets one knock on the Joker. Now it's a 1v2, 1v1. Heaven X. Who's going to win this? Matic, got to hold it down. The shimmy's coming out. Pre-fire, jump shot. Woo! And it's going to be ABrupt Slayers taking it down right there. But woo, that was way too close for comfort.
Look at that, man. I mean, ABrupt Slayers at the end, they were just getting shot from everybody. Matic, though, 7 kills that one game. Na'Vi, they had a total of 9 kills. Hey, I was questioning Na'Vi, all right? I said they only qualified this Super Weekend by 3 points, and they missed weeks 1 and 2 by 2 to 4 points. Very close. But for them to finally make it to Super Weekend, and for them to get this second place with those kills, Hot Jukes, they're showing up, man, and this is exactly what they needed.
I'll tell you what. I said I had to see it in order to believe it. And I just saw it, baby. I just saw it right there. I mean, Na'Vi, where have you been? Where have you been? I mean, I predicted that this was going to be the dominant team coming into EU, and then they missed 2 Super Weekends, and right there as that duo, second place to start things off on this one with the amount of kills that they had. I mean, that is a nutty performance right there, and you know that's got to make them just feel amazing going into the rest of the Super Weekend.
Oh, baby, it feels good. It feels good to be a Na'Vi fan right now. And ABrupt Slayers, we got to give it to them. Yes, they had a pretty solid position when it comes to those late game zones, but they held it down. They held it down. So they used that position to their advantage. And one thing to note, very important to note, actually, they stopped the push from Zeus, because Zeus could have totally played spoiler to that winner chicken dinner on the side of ABrupt Slayers. But Jukes, that's game 1. Let's head on over to the experts.
And what a crazy game it was. 5 out of our top 4 teams
only have participated in one Super Weekend. That is massive, and that's the showing we wanted to see out of these teams for their very first try. And speaking of that, Na'Vi, massive step up for them. But ABrupt Slayers, too, for getting 9 points in the second week of League play. They come out with a chicken dinner in their first match back into the Super Weekend.
Yeah, no longer sitting on the 69 points. Getting themselves 20 points in there is going to really be a big boost. And for all the teams, really, the last 5 teams, all of them, it's a big boost of points. That's what they all needed. Unfortunately for Na'Vi, obviously, they're
just over the ridgeline. GZ last standing. Chari first up. Molotov to stop that close push. Nade over the top. Kengzo takes a lot of damage from the nades, but he's still going.
That's actually really smart from GZ because the nades come over the top, they don't confirm anything, so they assume he's behind the second buggy. He quickly moves behind and actually secures the res off of that. That was a very, very little bit of quick thinking coming through from GZ. And now Secret Jin have a chance. It's 2v4, it's going to be difficult, but like I said, there is a chance now.
Kengzo and GZ playing the same ridgeline. It's so difficult in this spot blank, they have to frag out. ABrupt Slayers, they've sent a player north, so it does eliminate it into a 2 versus 3. And actually, ABrupt Slayers allow Secret Jin up to the crates to give them ground. It looks like they just want to hold on to it, but they're going to have to come back down south. The next shift heads to the warehouse.
Kanina Power, though, look at this. 3 players alive. They will have to navigate this mechanical jungle to get their way into the circle itself, which is on top of the warehouse. DRS feeling very happy about the position, but here's GZ and Secret Jin. Kengzo down.
Kengzo has been down, has been flushed as well. That's Secret Jin eliminated, taken out of the running. Kanina Power on the north side have to push through DRS, and that's how you start it off. AJ falls, Mafia Ninja immediately on the response there. Nima has the high ground and will be able to control these angles, but another nade sent in, trying to dissuade that. Only a little bit of damage found, and Leon is playing such an interesting angle here, Blank, on this push from Kanina Power. It makes it so hard for them to move up to DRS.
Yeah, Gonzo will go down. Chari hitting a big triple. That is a spray down.
Goodness me. ABrupt Slayers up to 9 kills. DRS on 5. 4 players for both of these squads. It's crates and a warehouse that stand between them. And they will try and send out wide. ABrupt Slayers have such great control over this final circle. They use this ridgeline beautifully, Blake.
Yeah, and just to kind of split up like that, have the confidence that the 3 players will finish that fight between them and Secret Jin. Now, the fight is really on, though. They've managed to get their way into the circle. DRS smartly are moving up now, taking more proactive positions within itself. Nice nade, though, coming from ABrupt Slayers, but just a little bit out of distance.
Both going to be crunched behind the position that they're in because the blue zone will envelop them in just a moment. You see them jump peeking there, trying to get some information. Chari pops up a couple of shots, but it's not going to do more than scare them. For now, they have to make this cross. Nima sends out wide and actually now has some pretty decent sight lines. They have to move forwards, however, and it's ABrupt Slayers with all the control.
Moving around. It's a 4v4. Lovely finish to this game on Miramar. Currently, the warehouse in the way. Nima has to jump to the side so low. Leon here with the Mark 14. This thing absolutely shreds.
Hits like a truck. Nima found out all about it. We'll be able to get that heal, though. Made it up to the warehouse wall. And it's safe for now behind some hard cover. And that gives them a forward position. A little bit of an advantage there. But it's still ABrupt Slayers who have the majority of it. Next zone is final, Blank. If you're able to take the center, it's going to be pretty much all over. And neither team wants to pull the trigger.
Slowly but surely, though, ABrupt Slayers, I would say, is gaining ground. Right now, DRS are letting them have it. Neo moves forwards a little bit. Mafia Ninja from the side. Heaven with this beautiful off angle with a Mini 14 in hand. Now, Nima has a Molotov. Going to try and clear one of these angles, you would imagine.
Maybe not. Just wants to hide.
Me. Both these teams really need these points as well.
Heaven moving out wide, trying to see if they can get the long angle onto Nima, the player playing forwards. He's going to be able to send that information over, if nothing else. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, until we get that final shrink, Blank. And it is going to start to push in. Now the fight will start. It will begin. There is no choice, unless you want to go down to the blue.
Here's the Molly that we were talking about earlier. Molly comes around the side, prevents the push from coming through. both these teams probably so hesitant because these points mean so much.
Cherry goes through. Nima goes down as well. Cherry able to get that knock, is on fire, but hits the deck. Stop, drop, and roll. Gets behind a crate and survives for it. Nima down, but that's DRS's signal to go forwards. Mafia Ninja pinned behind the crate by Heaven on a beautiful little off angle there, but the blue zone will force that out, will force that to be eliminated. Neither team losing a player fully there as the res looking to come through from Nima, but Joker on the off angle tries to go in through the door, gets spotted, gets taken low. The res didn't happen, but Joker falls down nonetheless. Cherry for the backup, able to do it for ABrupt Slayers, but another one flies off, and it's only one for DSL, and it's the ABrupt Slayers to be able to get that final kill. It was so chaotic, and it was so tense there in the final.
Wonderful stuff, though. Cherry kicks his chariot into Hope Hyperdrive there at the end. Wonderful stuff from him, just running down the rest of those players. But goodness me, the Molotovs come through. In my eyes, I go backwards. Cherry doesn't. He goes forward, pulls out the Uzi, and gets the kill. After getting that triple onto Kanina Power as well, you could tell that guy was feeling it.
That was such a tense final fight.
It was.
Around that warehouse. And you knew it was just a matter of time for that final circle. It did feel like maybe they were a little bit afraid. Maybe they were out of nades. And I feel like that's the only reason that fight didn't happen earlier, is because potentially they'd run out of utility.
Well, it's a 4v4, John. You know it's a 4v4. There's two teams remaining. And let's remember, it's DRS. It's DRS, first Super Weekend, ABrupt Slayers. A lot of these teams are hot on their heels for ABrupt Slayers. They're in like a little bit of a danger spot, so they know they need to get some points on board. So both teams, those 3 points might not be a lot to other teams, but to them, it's absolutely monumental. It's PUBG Mobile Global Championships Finals momentum.
Well, you talked about that crucial 13th place, that crucial jump there. Well, the Blue Bees now sat only, I think what's that, 19 points ahead of ABrupt Slayers, with ABrupt Slayers with lots of games in hand and Blue Bees not playing this weekend. A great finish for them, a great result. Let's head back over to the analysts.
2 chicken dinners now. ABrupt Slayers, where did this team come from? They didn't even play in the second Super Weekend. They come back into Week 3, and they come back with a vengeance. A little bit sad, though. They had to kind of team kill there, or a team from Nepal as well. But, hey, for you guys at home, for the missions from South Asia, works out for you either way.
Absolutely. I think everyone's a winner there for South Asia. Even when you try and curse them as best you can, they obviously delivered this time around, and really great fight. Really nice. It's very rare in a circle like that you get a full 4v4, like no third parties involved. It's a full tactical strategic 4v4, and Shari, the man that just takes one for the team and runs through the flames to start it all off.
I mean, Heaven as well towards the side, that little